All right, I think we're live. Do I have audio? Yeah, I got audio. Look at that. A little bar going across the top. Excuse me. A little choked up today. High humidity. I don't know what's going on with the weather. Had Elsa, remnants of Elsa kind of come through here. Got everything wet and sticky. No fun. Anyways, welcome to Point 7 Out. My name is Troy. I think this is going to be my first okay video. I don't know. Since I got my new rig set up and new OBS layout, you can see here. Got a nice animated background. I don't know what was killing this last couple of tests. I think it was this combination of all of the animation. Yes, thank you, George from CY. We are actually not going to do any fantasy craps tonight, but I'm too lazy to change the messages on the screen. Also want to kind of showcase this a little bit. Here's my, what I call my master layout. Let's see. When Skype is running, we can have something like that. The active speaker will always be on the screen there. And then of course, whoever's active shooting. I don't have these other scenes set up, but the active shooter will be there on the main part of the screen, and then the active speaker will be there. And you don't need to see my ugly face tonight, so we'll just turn that off. KPI got beautiful, I hope. I'm probably 99% happy with what I've done with it. Thank you very much, George, for starting the project. I really hope you don't mind me kind of breathing new life into it, so to speak. All right. So last night, was it last night? Yeah, I think last night, Charlie over at Drunk Guy, he ran an interesting, a very educational video. It was a lesson for Dre Dog. I can't remember his full screen name. That's all right. But part of that video, at about 45 minutes in, Charlie talked about his bankroll and what he does. He buys in. Am I on the screen? Yep, we're on the screen. Okay. He buys in for $5,000 or more. 5,000 is his comfort level, and he gets his chips in this arrangement. 3,000 in pumpkins, 3 pumpkins, 5, 10, 1,600 in black. Was it 1, 2, 325 in green, 85 in red, 10 whites. And he does this because he's a very conservative player. If you watch him, it looks like he takes some huge risks, but Charlie is not playing the next roll. Charlie is playing the entire sequence of rolls. So he's looking for all kinds of interesting places to step in, hoping to catch that wave, that larger sequence of rolls, so to speak. And this is the way he does it. He starts off really conservative. He might be doing if he's at a $15 table, he'll do just a simple $18 6 and 8. And he'll do that for one roll. And he'll turn them off. He catches 2 7s on a sequence, he'll turn them on, go one roll, turn them off. Whether it wins or it doesn't win, he only goes one roll. And then as he builds up profit for the session, he'll start getting a little more aggressive. And I think it's a really neat style of play. Now, I've been watching another channel, Pro Craps, my friend John over at Pro Craps, and he's got an equally interesting way of looking at his bankroll and how he visualizes his bankroll, and also how he visualizes his profit. His profit goal. So in both cases, Charlie and John are both looking for about a 20% profit. So at a $5,000 bankroll, Charlie goes in, he's looking for $1,000. No matter what size bankroll or buy-in John does, he's looking at 25 units of whatever denomination. It could be, in this case, $375. It could be $2,500 worth of blacks. He could do $2,500 worth of purples. Or excuse me, 25 purples would be $7,500. That is, no, that's not right. I don't know how many that is. 20, 10,000. 20 is 10,000 plus another 5. So about 12,500 if he was playing with purples. But what he's looking for with his 25 units, he's just looking for 3 more units, is his 20% profit. And kind of takes some of the math out of it. You don't have to think about it as much. So I'm thinking for myself, both of these make sense. I'm really comfortable with, maybe $1,000 bankroll. So I'm going to set myself up with the $1,000 bankroll. That should be 500 now. There's 600 and 1,000. So I'm just going to set this up here. Set this up here. And I'm going to drop this down to the $375 that John uses. No, I'm not. I'm just going to play it. John also ran a really interesting gambit today, I think. A traveling lay gambit. And I wanted to give it a shot for myself, see what it does. And I got smacked by it earlier. And I thought, this is really easy to get smacked on. And you're starting over from scratch. And I thought, nope, don't want to do that. I want some arbitrage going on here. I want to do some arbitrage style betting to make up for the losses a little bit more rapidly, and also to catch the wave, catch those shots, those sequences of rolls that a lot of us ignore. So there's my dice, there's my bankroll, and this traveling lay gambit, John started out with a very simple $30 lay. And he just started rolling. Oh, hey, let's set my tracker. We'll go ahead and reset it. That's going to take a while. And while that's doing that, I'm going to turn off this background animation. One of the things, and I think I'm going to turn off this, what's called lower thirds, this little animation down the left-hand corner, simply because that does take some processing power. I've got a new graphics card coming, should be here tomorrow, and I should be up to full speed on doing live streams. All right. So here we go. There's a 5. Set a point. Now, what John is doing is he is taking that lay of 1 unit. It's not, well, it's $30 is our unit size. And he's setting that lay, moving it over every time the die roll. Every time there's a new roll of the dice, that thing is moving. So there's a 9. And he's also pressing up to 4 units, I believe it was. So we're going to press that to 90. There's a lay. And we're just looking for that 7. Hopefully without getting a repeater. And there's a yo. And on the horn numbers, he's saying still do your press up to 4 units or whatever. and move it to the end, either the 4 or the 10, and we'll roll it again. There's 5. That's our point. Now, 4 units, $120. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to go ahead and move it on to the last roll, whatever number was the last one we did. And look at that. There's our 7. So on that lay, at $120. On the 5, pays 2 to 3, so it's going to pay us $80. And it's going to cost us $3 vig. Oh, 2 change. Alright, I'm going to start that off at the extreme end again. We're going to go ahead and rack this up. Let's mark our 7. There we go. And here we go. We're back on the 5. So here again, we're going to press the lay from 30 to 60, move it to the 5. Oh, that $2 is mine. And roll them out. 12. So we're going to move that to the end. To one of the outside numbers there. There's a yo. Oh, we forgot to press that, so I'm going to press that twice this time. And because we rolled another horn number, I'm going to move it to the other end. And look at that, there's our 7. So our point is off. 120 pays 60. And that's a $2 vig. No, excuse me, that's a $3 vig, isn't it? So we'll just take a nickel there, get 2 change. And I'm going to take $30, restart my lay, that walking lay on the 4. And rack up our chips. Oh, got to put that 7 in there, don't we? All right. Got a 3-3 hard 6. So again, I'm going to press the lay, move it to the 6, and roll it out. There's a 12. So once again, press it up, move it out to the end, and roll it out. There's a 9. All right, we're pressed to 4 units. We're just going to let that go. We're going to stop at 4 units for right now. And let's see if we can get smacked on this thing. So I really want to show the next step. And look at that, we get smacked. There's a 9. All right, that's 120. I'm going to buy it back. Here's 120, 120. And remember, I just said we're going to stop pressing at 4. Well, that 7 is coming due. So I'm going to go ahead and press it to 5 units. We're going to leave it on the 9. And here we go. There's the 8. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to press it up to 4 more units. And keep going. So we are now up to 150. We're up to $180 on our lay. Dice are out. And look at that. There's our 7. So where John and I forget Uncle Angelo, I don't know who that is, if there's a channel for that or if that was a book or what. They stopped, or John seemed to stop at 4 units, and he would have taken, I think he took that hit where he lost that 4 units and started back over at 1. And I'm like, wait a minute, in order for you to get to 4 units and then lose, you've had at least 5 rolls of the dice without a 7. That 7 is due. Keep it going. All right. So on the 8, pays 5 to 6. So I just got to match up my quarters here. And that's our win. Point is off. And I'm going to restart this bad boy up there at the 10. I'm going to run through this, one more round through this, and then we'll take a chip count and see where we're at. Oh, look at that. There's a 7. That round was super quick. 30 pays 15. I don't know how that works at the casino, but I'm going to pay the dollar vig. And as promised, we'll do a quick chip count. And it's really not going to take much to do. We got 100 in nickels right there, 100 in reds. So we've made $178 in almost no time at all. So I'm going to keep this going. Well, we made 178, so we're just shy of 20% of my $1,000 buy-in. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to run it again. How far in this stream are we? Who's telling me how long we've been streaming? Really not long, about 16, 17 minutes. So I've got plenty of time to run this again. Go ahead and start that up on the 10. I put my 7 in there. No, we had another 7. That would have been a come out winner for everybody else at the table. For us, that was a quick, easy 15 on the 10. Now, if I channel my inner Charlie, my inner drunk guy, I should go ahead and press that. Because I was at 1 unit. It won. No, let's not. Let's stay the course. We'll just keep it right there where it's at. All right, 2-2, hard 4. And this time we are going to go ahead and press that. So that's our first roll without a 7 in this case. There's a 3. That's our horn number. Press that to 90. And we'll move it to the other end. Nine. Press to 120. Move to the 9. Ouch, there we go again. There's our 9. We lose 120. I'm going to go ahead and buy that back. And I'm going to press this up to 150. I'm going to leave it right there on the 9. That's 2 9s in a row. Not awfully concerned about it. We'll just keep it going. See what we get. All right, we're moving to the 6. And we're going to press that up by 30. So that brings us up to 180 again. And we are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls from the last 7. Which is what we're looking for. We want that 7 right now. See what happens. There's a yo. So 180 is going to press to 210. Let's go ahead and clean that up a little bit. And we're going to move to the end. Here we go. There's our 9. Again. We're going to move to the 9. We're not worried about it. We're just going to keep this thing going. And we are now at 240. That's 8 units total. I'm going to leave it there. That's the highest I'm going to go right now. There's a yo. So we'll move that to the end. And look at that. There's our 7. Absolutely beautiful. Would have been better on the 6 or the 8, but we'll take it anywhere it lands. All right, we got 240, which is going to win 120. It's going to cost us 120, cost us $6 a vig. So we'll just take that right out. Come back and we'll do another chip count here. Turn that off. I think I'm happy with the results here. We are a few chips shy of that. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to reload this bad boy so that I've got that. Yep. There's our original 1,000. So we didn't really do a whole lot on that last one because we did lose the 120. But you can see that we're still good. We got 150, 60, 70. We still have $172 to the good. So I'm going to put that. Let's put our 172 right there so that we know where we're at. Let's go again. I want to get that 20% profit and call it a night. Let's go ahead and put that on the 10. That's a lay. Get a point of 6. Press, move. Aces. That's a press and a move to the end. Six is point. Press that once more. Move to the end. Or move to the 6, I should say. 8, new point. We're already at 4 units. And we're going to leave it at 4 units. And we got smacked on the 8. Look at that. 120. And I'm going to come back with a press. $150. Leave that on the 8. There's our 7. All right, 150 on the 8. Oh gosh, how much does that pay? That pays us 125. So that was a quick recovery on that last smackdown with back-to-back 8s. Started up on the 10. Ouch. Point is 10. We lose 30. And I'm not worried about it. Doing some arbitrage wagering here. I'm going to come right back for 60. I'm going to go ahead and press it anyway. I'm going to show the dice who's boss, so to speak. All right, we got a 9. I'm going to move it to the 9. Press it up, lay. Eight. Do a quick press and move. We're at 4 units. And we lost a unit, so I'm going to go ahead and take that to 5 on the next roll, if we need to. No, I don't have double 8s, do I? All right. There's a 6. Go ahead and press that to 150. Make up for that 1 unit that we lost over there. Three. Move to the end. Aces. We'll move that to the other end. And there's our 7. 150 pays 75. That is a $3 vig. So we give 5 there to change. And we have our 20% profit. No, we don't. We're close. We're still close, but I don't think we're there yet. Well, maybe we are. Let's see. Give 5 reds for that. That was my change there. All right. There's our $200. That's our 20% profit from our $1,000 bankroll. So altogether, $219 profit. Pretty quick and easy. We did that in how many rolls? We did it in 38 rolls. So that might take you in the casino. Yeah, what are we getting? About 2 rolls? 2 rolls a minute, maybe? 30 rolls an hour? So that may take you a little over an hour, maybe an hour and a half by the time all the fun players are done doing what they're doing, throwing in last minute bets, trying to color up or get changed in the middle of a roll. But overall, I am really happy so far. I've only played, I think I did about 7 or 8 rounds of this earlier today off camera. Then I just did, 38 rolls, a few rounds of that. How many 7s did I roll all together? Had 4.7 out, or 4 7 outs and 3 come out 7s. So, oh hey, look at this. Where's it at? I've got a stats screen to look at. So we're a little bit high on. Oh my gosh, look at those horn numbers. We're just out of control. 26%. It should only be about 16% on the horn. That was mostly on the yos and the aces and the wow, yos, aces, and 12s. 3s are right on target. I was throwing. That's interesting for random rolling. 7s look like the 7s were a little bit high, but you know what? We're looking for the 7, so I'm not going to complain one little bit. We made our 20% profit. That took us a whole whopping 27 minutes, 25 minutes on of shooting. We got about 38 rolls. Yeah. So John, that's the little twist that I added to this. Is not starting over when you get smacked. Is to just press it up, press through this thing. Now, that could, I don't know that going, with just playing 25 units and looking for 3 and doing it that way. I think you've got to have a little bit of backup on that. So take whatever units you're going to play with. I played with $30 as my unit, my base unit. And that gives me, for the 25 units, that gave me 375. I went with a full $1,000 bankroll, so a little bit more than, 2.5 times that. And I still pushed through for a 20% profit. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm definitely gonna do this some more on the practice table. If I get really comfortable with it, I got to wait until it implodes. I got to see, is this thing going to blow up on me, 1 time in 10, 1 in 20? Is it going to blow up every other time I try it? I've got to find out, just how reliable is this? So, anywho, I've got some honeydew stuff to take care of. So with that, I am going to sign off. I wish you all a good night. And may the dice be kind, whether you're playing the light side or the dark side.